When it comes to New Zealand, the South Island is the place that everyone is talking about, meaning the North Island often gets overlooked, despite having beaches and lush greenery that feel more like a tropical paradise than the rugged South. So for our first stop in New Zealand, we set out to discover if the North Island can offer a true adventure while swapping out our usual heavy bag of cameras for the OPPO Reno15 Series, so that we can truly live in the moment. After arriving in Auckland, we drove a couple of hours north to see our first sights of the island.
Welcome to our first stop here in New Zealand.
You may or may not be aware, but we usually travel with this big backpack, which has all my cameras in, all my lenses. It's got a lot of stuff in there.
It's actually a lump.
Instead of taking all this equipment on this trip, we're just going to be taking this mobile phone, which is the OPPO Reno15 series. And Emilia's also got one which we're filming on right now. Let's head up to the beach then, our first official beach here in New Zealand.
Basically the first thing we've done since arriving at the airport.
We literally arrived, what, 8 hours ago. Head straight out of Auckland. Whoa.
Whoa.
This beach. This is beautiful.
I'm not gonna lie, it looks kind of tropical, like Costa Rica, Panamari.
Ooh, okay. You've never been to Costa Rica, let's just forget that.
It's so empty, and this is like middle of summer. Obviously the weather isn't incredible right now, but there is some girls out on their paddleboard.
I do actually have a bag, but look at it. So small, it's just got some water in. It feels so light and free.
Honestly, I never really thought of beaches when I think of New Zealand. I just think of mountains, but this is pretty nice.
Yeah.
And we've just been to Australia, so that's saying something.
That is saying something. We're going to leave this beautiful beach. We will be visiting more as we head up north, but we've got another spot we want to head to before it gets dark this evening.
I'm so excited. Let's go.
We're pretty close to where we're staying now, but on the maps we just found this waterfall. So we want to go check it out because apparently it's only about a 15-minute walk. And as you can see, it's such a beautiful path through here.
I swear this looks exactly like I could be in the UK right now, because the plants here are exactly the same and it's just a bit weird. I think it's the grey clouds, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It feels like home.
Definitely.
I think there's been storms recently, so everything's brought down. We've got a bit of an assault course going on.
As you might have seen on the news, there was massive landslides here in North New Zealand. You can also see the destruction even on a path like here.
This is our first waterfall in New Zealand. I think it's called Charlie's Waterfall, but it looks so powerful at the moment because there's been so much rain. I think I might fancy a swim actually.
Yeah, you're going in?
I think so.
If you go in, it means I have to go in.
It's a little bit chilly, but I also I know it always feels good.
Is it cold? Ooh, look at it go. Well done.
Wow.
Does it feel powerful, the current?
Yeah.
One of the really cool things about the 15 Reno series is that it's got this underwater mode, and Emilia's going to show you what it's like right now. So Emilia's dipping the phone into the water, which is pretty crazy for a phone. And then, do you want to turn it off? So you hold it down, the side button, and then it basically vibrates, and it's getting all the water out the speakers. And then you can use it as you would normally.
So cool. Joel is now having a great time in the water. He thought he wasn't going to go in, but it's worth it. It's so nice.
Right guys, I think we're going to dry up and head back to the car because tomorrow we have a big day ahead of us.
Oh yeah, this is going to be good.
We're going to need a good old sleep. Good morning guys. So one of the big things about people coming to New Zealand is all these crazy outdoor adventurous activities. Now we have booked something this morning which personally I've never done, but Emilia has. When you were, how old were you?
10 years old,
so
a long time ago.
Now the thing about this is we can't really bring a big camera, and I think you'll kind of understand in a minute when you see what we're doing.
So all we have with us is our OPPO 15 Reno series and some sunglasses to hopefully capture this insane adventure.
I have to say, this town is so lovely.
So pretty and quaint.
It's called Paya, and I would recommend coming.
Guys, we are actually going on a helicopter tour and we've just seen it in the sky. This doesn't feel real.
You probably know that I normally love flying the drones and doing all the aerial shots, but this time I'm the drone and Amelia's the drone.
It's literally your dream.
This is my dream come true. I will be a drone. There it is. There's our helicopter. There it is. Here we go, my first helicopter ride.
It was a bit nerve-wracking taking off, but once we were in the sky, the views were like nothing else we'd experienced before. Lush greens and bright blues surrounded us, and by using the dual camera mode, we were able to capture every angle whilst enjoying the moment.
Feels like we've landed in the jungle. This is one of the coolest things I've ever done. Well, literally looks like we're in the jungle.
Wow.
This is insane. We've just landed on this like remote island in New Zealand. Like, what is going on?
I think this is the craziest thing I've ever done.
I am loving the dual video mode on the helicopter tour because you can see everything.
Also,
like,
you don't miss anything because
I
it's
know.
like you want to film like your reaction and also what's happening.
Look where, just flip the video around. This is insane. Happy?
Yes.
One of the
happy.
coolest experiences.
It's just so cool. I love the feeling of like just flying. I don't know,
Just
it's
flying.
Like turbulence. It's cool.
I wish I could fly.
On the way back, we even got some sun shining on the islands, and it was one of the most special adventures yet.
It was honestly one of the coolest things I've ever done.
The water was insane, and he said it's usually bluer than that because they've had storms, but like,
Wow.
best experience. And Joel, remember to pick up his bag because obviously you can't take that on a helicopter. There's no storage room. So luckily we didn't bring any cameras.
We're just going to head back to our place now, quickly get changed because this afternoon we're actually heading to one of the islands we flew over earlier.
We have just grabbed our tickets for the ferry. I think we're leaving about 15 minutes. Hi. This is not quite how I thought summer in New Zealand would be. Not the North Island anyway.
It's actually cold.
It's quite cold. Everyone is retreating because the rain's just hit. Let's go.
Despite the rain, our ferry continued, and we couldn't believe our luck when dolphins appeared around our boat. They were a little far away, but with our phones we were able to zoom in using a 3.5 telephoto lens to see the dolphins even better.
Thank you. After that ferry ride, we have arrived on the island of Urupukapuka. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, but this place looks beautiful, doesn't it?
It's a little bit windy, but it is actually stunning and the sun has come out, which is weird because it was raining like 5 minutes ago. I don't know what is going on with the weather.
The weather seems crazy here, not gonna lie. But look how lush green it is. It's beautiful. It's windy up at the top.
Whoa.
Look at that beach.
It's beautiful.
It's stunning, isn't it?
It does feel a bit tropical apart from the weather.
Yeah, it's a little bit chilly, especially with that wind breeze. Look at the water though. One of the great things about the OPPO Reno15 series is it's got an ultra steady mode. So even when we're running, climbing all along these paths here, we can get such steady video, which is perfect for our adventure stuff, isn't it?
Look at the beach down here. It almost looks like the Maldives, but with green mountains in the background. Can't believe how blue the water is.
I tell you what, I'm quite glad this phone is waterproof right now because this weather.
It's just suddenly like a storm's come in.
I kid you not, like a second ago it was blue skies and then suddenly the next minute you look up and it's grey.
Oh, look at the rain coming through behind us.
It's kind of fun, to be honest.
Raining this side, and we've already got blue coming back on this side again. Can't keep up with this weather in New Zealand. Whoa. So cool. Somewhere out there, there'll be some pilot whales, I think.
Or some bride whales. That's
Bride
the
whales?
season.
Nice. It's so blue. The sun!
Yay!
It's so pretty.
I think we're almost at the top of the island now, but wow.
That is quite the view. It's a long way down. Big cliff jump if you ask me. I think we're heading up to the tallest part of the island now. Quite a steep climb, isn't it? I tell you what, it's a lot easier not carrying my massive camera bag with all those big lenses in, like I showed you yesterday. And like, obviously I always carry the bag, so it's relief on me.
I always offer, to be fair,
Well,
and you always say no.
I only got waters and like a jumper in here now, so much lighter. Should we go for a swim down there? I feel like we should.
I want to. I just feel like any time I go down there, it's going to be like storm.
No, we got to swim before we leave this island.
Okay.
We might never be back on this island again.
That is true. We made it onto the beach. It's beautiful.
Look at the two sides of the beach right now. Look at this side. And we just flip. Look at that side. I want to be on that side because that looks a lot nicer than this side. We said we were going to go swimming, but I'm not sure about it right now. Emilia's carrying the bag. I wanted to make sure we got that on camera. Well, because it doesn't weigh anything. It's not the heavy camera bag like usual.
Yeah, it's got a bit of water.
We've just walked to another beach, hoping that it's a little bit more protected, and it seems like it's completely empty. So I think we're going to go for a quick swim, but it's going to have to be really quick because we've got a ferry to catch. Here we are, looks like our own private beach. Amelia's staying out of this one, but I'm going for a quick swim.
I'll see you after.
I don't think it's not too cold. Ugh. It genuinely doesn't feel too cold.
Really?
No.
Oh, it's so beautiful here.
This is my first proper swim in New Zealand, and it is a good one. Woo! Oh, this is the life. We're just rushing back to the boat now because it's going to be leaving in about 10 minutes time.
Our first couple of days here on New Zealand's North Island was nothing short of incredible. A few days of pure adventure that made us even more excited to see what the rest of this country has to offer. Being able to leave our bags for once and have all the tools we needed in just a mobile phone allowed us to truly live in the moment.